Awesome. Well, hey, you guys, my name is Eberhart, and we are only going to talk for about 10 minutes. I love that you're putting on lipstick already. She's like, I'm going to be in a video next to my son. I'm going to put my face on right now. See, nothing like a speaker now saying that, and now you're going, okay. Anyway, so we only have 10 minutes together. So one of the things I want to talk about a little bit is a couple of concepts. One is, how many of you absolutely get excited, so just absolutely on fire to go to a networking event? Half of one, maybe one. Houston hasn't been to enough, so he'll still say yes. Right? But what happens at these events? Really what happens is you have 150 people hawking 150 products to 150 people that aren't there to buy anything because they're there to hawk their 150 products to the same 150 products to people that aren't there to buy anything. Meanwhile, all that really happens is Triscuits, cheese cubes, and really bad wine if you're lucky for 20 bucks. Right? So can I just give you a formula that when you go to a networking event, you can actually profit from these things? It'll actually change how you do everything at a networking event. We ready? You have no choice. I have a microphone. So here's the deal. Position yourself as a buyer. Position yourself as a buyer. And go to an event with a very intentional goal. Because here's the reality. Let's look around the room. Everybody look around in the room. What are we going to call the average age in this room? We're going to remove Houston from this for a second. What are we going to call the average age of people in this room? I'm going to go over here. Craig's trying to be nice, but we're going to say 40. Here's the reality. You have 1,000 days from today before he runs the world. Now think about this for a second. The 15-year-olds of today, you have 1,000 days to figure out how to compete with them. When you go to a networking event, you know why it's 40 and up? Because we don't know how to communicate with his generation. And in 3 years, we're going to figure it out real quick. The unfortunate thing is some of us are going to try to fill out applications for this group, and we're not going to know how because they're going to arrive via Instagram or one of these social media sites that we can't figure out how to work with, right? So today, I want you to, right, Caitlin? So here's what we have to do. We have to figure out how do we communicate with his group and his audience in the next 3 years, and how to occupy a big digital space online. Right, here's the reality. I always love this. I say, how many people buy stuff on the internet? And every single person's raised their hand. 100%. And then I say, how many people sell stuff on the internet? And it's about a third. I do all over the world, about a third. To me, that makes no sense. I buy stuff online where customers are that are used to giving us 16 digits and expiration date. But I'm too afraid because of technology. You guys heard me say before, I used to literally jump up and go, I'm low-tech, big chat, get to know each other, go sit down, figure out how you're never going to really pass referrals back and forth. Right? But it's good to go to Starbucks and hang out. It's crazy making. It's just crazy. Can you guys know what I'm talking about? I mean, my goodness, I have a gold card at Starbucks for a bunch of meetings of people I can't even remember who I sat down with, because when I was sitting down with them, all I was really trying to figure out is how the hell I get back in my car so I can get back online and figure out what emails I just missed. You guys, right? I mean, so here's the deal. So today, I just want to go through really quick how to make money at a networking event. Okay? Thank goodness, by the way, I took out my slide that says digital collaboration is today's new currency. Okay, so when you go to a networking event, here's the deal. Oh, I do have collaboration here. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. But this is only collaboration in a very short amount of time. When I go to a networking event, I'm looking to only meet 5 people at an event. And then I don't care about the rest of the event. I'm going to connect and collaborate with only 5 people. I'm going to show you who those people are. But here's the reality. We got to get online where his generation is, right? By the way, do you know why I keep bringing him up in this presentation? Because y'all don't matter at the end of the day. I got to compete with his group. And anybody that goes from 7 to 10,000 likes on Facebook page, I want to get SEO juice for his name. So I will say Houston Gun, Houston Gun, Houston Gun, Houston Gun, Houston Gun 20 times so I can put it in the YouTube tag. He's smarter than I am. Get Donald Trump to do your book. You figured out something I didn't. Okay? So here's the deal. We're going to create digital assets together. Assets are things that produce something over and over and over again. Well, most of you guys will go network at an event. I stick with a video camera, right? So I got a video camera, Google Hangouts, an easy way to do it, plus you, plus a person of influence equals a digital asset. That video will produce opportunities and leads for you, in theory, forever. Okay? So we've got the asset creation. Who do we talk to? We meet 5 people. These 5 people. The speaker. Why do you want to know and get to know the speaker and interview the speaker on camera?
Gives you credibility.
Gives you credibility. Is it valuable for Houston to know who I am right now? Yeah. Because I talk about him over and over and over and over again. Craig Moline, David Fagan, right? Anytime I say a name, it works. Next, the organizer. The reason I get to know the organizers, they know everybody in the room. They know who's sleeping with who. They know who gossips, who's good, who's bad, who's great, who's not great. They know everything. And then yap job number 1, yap job number 2, and yap job number 3. Yap job number 1, yap job number 2, yap job number 3. I want to know the 3 people in the room that have the most influence. My goal at that networking event is to get them to agree to let me interview them about their business. Not about me, about their business. Okay? I then take those. Yeah, I kind of take those. And we froze. Awesome. We froze. Well, that's probably the best slide anyways. So here's the deal. I put on the right-hand side of that piece of paper what we do afterwards. We publish that content. That content goes up on YouTube. Right? Now think about it. What's more valuable for you over the long term? Having 200 interviews of people of influence on YouTube, or you having 200 cups of coffee at Starbucks with people that you're never going to remember? It's very, very, very important. So there's a specific order. Most people don't know how to post stuff, so we'll do it for you. Image, picture, graphic. Remember David talked right about that in the beginning. You want the image there. Next up is the video. Okay? Go back one if we can, Tara. Awesome. Third is the text. We do the video for people. Text is for robots, aka Google, YouTube. They can't read a picture. So we do video, picture. And then a lead capture form. Some way for me to pass a referral if somebody sees you and is intrigued by you and wants to fill out an information sheet on how to get in touch with you. Does that make sense? You don't have a choice because I only have a minute left. So here's an example, right? I did a video with my friend Jim Fortin. Here's the title. Here's the image. He's a much better looking guy than I am. Here's the video. I interview him over here. I wrote the text about what that video was about. Lead capture form. I put that up on YouTube. I generate more leads and opportunities from SEOing Jim Fortin's name than pretty much anybody else I interview. Because he has a huge following. Yes?
You can put a lead capture form on YouTube?
On YouTube, it's usually a link that will take you to the lead capture form. Okay? This is in a blog format. Okay, does this make sense? I know we went really, really quick. So watch this. So here, Chris, if you'd like me to interview you about you and your business, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill out the form right below this video. Does that make sense, you guys? Now, what am I doing? I'm setting this video up to be put on YouTube. The digital asset will create leads and opportunities of you forever and ever. And I assure you that if you go and you take a video of someone, like with David, and you interview him about his business, you take that video, you send him the link and say, hey, I just did this little quick thing about you and your business. Is he more likely or less likely to promote your video? More likely. With that, you guys, thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay.